Now the first thing that we're going to do before we start this haircut out is cut the hair down with the number 2 guard. So he wants to go brush length, so we have to get the hair down enough to where it's manageable to brush or comb. And I'm going with the grain of the hair. Notice how coarse his hair is. His hair is extremely coarse, so we're going to work with it. Like I said, it doesn't matter the hair texture. We're going to work with it, and we're going to get a good end result. So just stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, hopefully you get something valuable out of this video. And right here, I'm just going against the grain. Since I'm going to be doing a fade, I'm just getting the hair even, nice and even. So that way when I start blending, it will make my job easier. And what I decided to do, I just wanted to smooth it down just a little bit more. So I took the 1.5 with the lever fully open, and I'm just smoothing the hair down just a little bit more. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. So stay tuned and let's get into the steps. Okay, so we're going to start out by making our bald guideline. And we're going to do this all the way around the head. Okay, now we're about to begin the fading process. Now the lever is fully open. And I've said this in other videos, but when blending coarse hair, the hair is very tight and it's very kinky. So you have to make a few more passes with the clipper. So here the lever is fully closed and we're going to attack that bottom line. And my clippers are adjusted. They're not technically 0 gaps, but the blades aren't completely parallel, but it's just below the comb blade. So that way I don't cut the client. But here you just see me gradually opening the lever, and we're blending out that guideline. And notice how I have tension on his head with my thumb, and I'm just doing that to get a nice tight blend. Okay, here I have on the number 1 guard with the lever fully open, and I'm going to right now I'm going to smooth the hair down just to make it easier for when I start blending up into the top. So I'm cutting the bulk off the side so it'll be easier to blend into the top. And I wanted to get just a little bit closer, so I closed the lever and went down a little bit more. And if you guys are new to this channel, up in the left hand corner, whenever I change guards or whatever guard I'm using at the time, I will have it up in the left hand corner, so that way you can always follow along. So really the way I fade, I blend the bottom, I blend the top, and then I connect it in the middle. So now I have the lever fully closed, and I'm going up under that one guard open. So one thing to remember with the one guard, if you remember open, closed, and then halfway, you'll get it every time. So open, closed, and then halfway. Okay, and then here's the halfway. And of course, with certain hair types, or the density of the hair may be different, so you may have to go back and adjust the lever just a little bit. But for the most part, open, close, and halfway will get you the blend that you need. Fading is really all about lever play, and the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. Okay, so here we have on the half guard. This is also called the 1/16 guard, and here you see me basically telling you guys the line that I'm about to remove. So right now the lever is halfway. All right, now we're going to close it and go up under that 0.5 halfway. So with the 0.5 guard, you do it halfway and then you do it closed. So the one guard is open, closed, and halfway. And then the 0.5 guard is halfway and then closed. If you need to write that down, write it down. Whatever will help you remember these steps, do whatever you have to do, guys. I just want you guys to be able to get consistent results each time you do a haircut. And remember, I said fading is all about lever play. So here you just see me going back and just touching up some spots. And another thing, whenever you do the lineup, a lineup will really bring out any flaws in your haircut. So if you ever think that you're done fading, after you finish the lineup, just go back and look at the haircut and you'll easily be able to see any flaws in the haircut. So I'm pretty much done fading. Right, what I'm doing right now is just touch-up work. And this is just some holding spray, just to hold his hairs in place. And here we're just creating the arches. We're not going to exaggerate it too bad. We just want to create a nice, natural, sharp lineup. So that balance between natural and sharp. Of course, you have to take off some hair, but you don't want to take off too much hair to where it will look terrible when it grows back. As you can see, he has some very light corners, but it's okay. We're gonna enhance it with just a little bit of enhancement at the end, so it'll all look good at the end. And of course, when you're using the razor, always keep tension on the skin. So you want to pull the skin in the opposite way that you're going with the razor. So if you're going back towards you, you want to be pulling away with the skin. And not all barbers do this, but it's just my personal recommendation. When you're doing a razor on facial hair, I recommend using some type of lubricant, just because you don't want to nick the person. And some people's skin is more prone to ingrown hairs, just the way their hair texture is on their face and how sensitive their skin is. So I always recommend using some type of lubricant. To me, using a razor is just like etching with a pencil, except you don't have any eraser. We're going to proceed on with the lineup. Like I said, even though he has light corners, we're not going to push it. We're just going to line it up as naturally as possible, and then we'll just fill it in just a little bit with some enhancement, but nothing too crazy. So here we're just going to fill in the corners where he's light at. Like I said, nothing too crazy, we just want to fill in those light spots. I always recommend brushing the enhancement in just to make it look more natural. It will look a little shiny until it dries, but once it dries, it will look more natural. And then after I use enhancements, I always go back with the trimmer just to clean up any leftover residue. But this is the finished product, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new to this channel and if you got some out of this video, be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all on the next video.